Here we are on the pilot house Ketch. Just stood with the owner. He'd like to show you some detail at the forward deck. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll take over from here then. Here you have two anchor winches, not one, two. Totally independent, separate anchors, separate winches, separate chain lockers. Forward of that you have a bowsprit that's steel. The bowsprit can be jacked forward to tighten the forestay. The two electric furlexes are unique in that they don't have halyards. So there is no swivel at the top of the mast to jam up like on every other boat in a marina. When you find one like this, it must be the second one. Right, here we have whiskers, as you have on a lot of boats that have a bowsprit. These whiskers again are unique in that they have a strut to stop them lifting, because we have, again quite uniquely, an electric furling square sail. Any downwind sailing on this boat is so easy, you can do it on your own. But when the sheets come aft, the guys come forward to blocks which have bearings on the end of the whiskers. So the brackets underneath stop them lifting. As we move further aft, we come to the bollards. Again, unique. We managed to find 2 bollards, and then we had to cast another 6. They are solid bronze, apart from the 2 that we originally bought, which were hollow. The rest are solid bronze. Moving to the mast. Here we have a derrick, which is left rigged all the time. This is for lifting the dinghy. The dinghy again is rather unique in that we took a mould from a Scandinavian clinker-built dinghy. So the dinghy is, when you look at it, a clinker dinghy, but in actual fact it's fiberglass. It has a 15 horsepower 2-stroke, which one up gives it around 14 to 15 knots, so it's quick. But the derrick lifts it in with ease because you use the electric anchor winches to lift it. My foot here is on the cargo hatch to the main saloon. All the furniture in the main saloon can be moved very, very easily within minutes. And we have even had a Harley-Davidson motorbike in the main saloon before. So this vessel can actually carry cargo, would you believe? We have 5 bronze manual winches. These are 3-speed, the others are all 2. They are almost twice the size that you would need for every part of the boat. These winches especially would be used for the square sail. For downwind sailing, this boat has easily achieved 10 to 12 knots. Here we have the outside dining facility. We can easily sit 8 people here to dine. The bimini you can walk on, and we do find it's used for sunbathing rather a lot. But in handling the mizzen, you can walk on it, it makes life even easier. After the table we have a tiller. We normally would steer by autopilot, which is hydraulic, and the steering is in the wheelhouse. But it is easy just with one valve to switch off the hydraulics, and the boat handles beautifully with the tiller, which is connected direct to the rudder head. So if you ever you're unfortunate enough to lose your hydraulic steering, your emergency tiller is already here. And as a pied de resistance, under the tiller here, 2 deck hatches open, and there is a jacuzzi which we can get up to, I believe it's 38, 39 degrees via the oil-fired boiler. It has jets and lights. In fact, everything you'd have on a normal jacuzzi in your home. But you also have two other lockers. So your lazarette lockers have your fenders and lines, and the jacuzzi is somewhere that if you do need to put anything in it, you can fill it up with salt water or fresh water. So it also becomes a vivier, which the pilot cutters of old used to quite often have a vivier, and they also, as I explained earlier, had a hatch where they could carry cargo. So this boat was designed on the lines of a Somalo pilot cutter of 1896, and although in a more modern field, she does have all the facilities of the pilot cutter, as well as speed, sea kindliness, the ability to use the jacuzzi for fish, and a hold for cargo.